real one, man.
Only a good youth one, Mr. Marathon boy.
Marathon.
Yeah, he be running.
Well, he run ultra marathons and things.
Who?
50K. This.
On purpose?
I'm sorry, were you offended?
If you not spending for money or
That's when you in with the crew, yeah.
Yeah, he's a part of the crew.
Call me one day.
my friends were arguing the other day about the same damn thing. Like, what's the only sport I didn't do in high school was cross island. And I get up that early to run 7 miles. Yo, damn, man.
They hate PE those
On
days.
purpose.
Cross country? What?
Oh,
Cross country, oh fine. Cross island, starting up East End 4 o'clock in the morning to run to town on purpose.
That sounds like a child abuse case. All right, mic check. D, where's my camera? Welcome to the Link Up Podcast, episode 156. I hope that's the right number. If it's not, complain to Chris. Thank you for joining us. You know what it is, back for another episode, another week. Thank you for joining us. If you're listening, if you're watching on YouTube, all the audio platforms, you know what it is. Also, feel free to do what Chris says, which is like and subscribe on YouTube. Did I do that right for you, buddy? You okay now?
Yeah, appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you. Teamwork. To my left, to my right, different people in the building, different suspects in the building, to my right, to my left. But let me start. We marching again? Okay.
We marching today.
Okay. Link Up Podcast. Speaking of, you need to order some more. I get stopped and I'm in trouble with a couple of people.
So when we do some accounts receivable,
you know who you are.
We can sort that out.
Yeah. Welcome to the podcast. Shout out to my boy Chris Salsa Poppy. Welcome back. You good? Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
You look nervous. You in Dolphins hat?
I just thought I would wear it to come to send off the year. To send off the football.
Been done. We're gonna get into that though, because I know her year is too. Your Patriots fan.
I didn't want to cry today.
Yeah, welcome to the pod. Welcome back, Kim.
Thank you. Always a pleasure.
Sorry about last night.
Thank you. Someone called me this morning and said condolences. So
yeah.
No, that was proper. That's the way it should have been.
What?
You had a big lib city, give it to
I mean, if you are a true Patriots fan, you know it would have to have been a miracle.
Yeah, y'all never had no chance.
Yeah. I'm being real.
Anybody watches, I mean, we all know. We all knew. Anybody who was surprised.
There's a theory going around that every time new Pope is installed, the Seahawks win.
No.
Oh, yeah, I heard that. I saw that.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, we're
you
done
knew,
for.
So you knew it wasn't your time. Real quick, shout out to Snook. Happy birthday to the boy Snook. Day one of the show.
Large up.
His team won the Super Bowl. I ain't celebrating.
The man of the shadows.
Yeah, the one and only Snook.
Can I just say, you look very lovely today. You look like a Black Betty Rubble from the Flintstones.
She's in mourning and all black right now.
To hit on
That's how
I'm just saying she looks lovely. That's all.
Elections, all black with my hat, my gloves, everything.
Yeah,
I like the fit. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Aren't we not mourning now?
That's another conversation. I can't do that while Jermaine is here. So let me intro Jermaine real quick. Thank you for joining us.
No problem, sir. Thanks for
Toddy
having me.
gang, I see over there, Scorpio guy.
Can't help it, sir.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you
man.
much.
You already know. I know you're a radio guy, so you don't really do the podcast. So we happy to have you.
No, man, I've been meaning to link up with you guys for a minute now. So thanks for the invite. I've been meaning to catch up.
I see what you did there.
What's that?
You've been meaning to link up with us. I see.
All right, I just trying a little something. See if it worked.
Are you okay? Because before we started recording, you talked about you.
No, man, we good.
Recovering a little bit.
We good. I watched the game last night at my friend's house, and
we can say the friend because that's why I want to talk about Chris's house.
But we're brethren.
Oh,
we don't really know each other, but we understand.
They have the same pain.
They're the dolphin deluded. Yes, they are. But yeah,
two of them Bucks fans, isn't true?
Yes,
anyway,
we held on the NFC as we do because we represent our conference, and I've hated the Patriots since July 1996. So just saying, I'm very, very consistent when I lock into something.
But you did okay when Tom Brady came though. You was
well, I was just about to say we sent help.
We didn't need Tom Brady. We won at home. Super Bowl was in Tampa, and we won at home. The only team to ever do it. Don't let me start.
Hey.
And how long
only team to ever won the Super Bowl in their home city.
Oh my God.
So yeah.
Roses and flowers.
Listen, you still in mourning. I've been celebrating happily since the first quarter. Every time that ball got kicked. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Jesus.
Be a trooper. I need you to be a trooper.
We say, take your licks.
Put on your belt, girl panties and run around here tonight. You taking some licks. But you, I'm a German Patriots. Take your licks.
Take your licks.
No problem.
No, look me in the eye. Look me in the eye when you say it.
Hey.
No problem.
As
I mean,
a
we've
Dolphins
had
fan,
Tom Brady, and he's been Bradying for years.
And guess what? We gave him the best send-off ever.
Ever.
y'all had enough Super Bowls. Y'all are good for the next century.
Yeah, for sure.
No, we are not.
Yes, you are.
We need one with the new era of.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Miami's been needing for an era for the past 20 years.
All right, let's get over that.
Yeah,
man.
that, just
Y'all have financial issues.
We have management.
Be content that you're in a warm state, except for last week.
Oh, but we're in the same conference. That's never.
That's what I'm saying. I can't. I'll never.
Because if it's not us, it the Bills. Be honest.
Burn both of y'all.
Yeah. So anyway, just to recap, you're recovering. You had a big.
Yeah, we had a good time last night. We were recovering last night. Held on the tequila last night, and my friends and I were just going in. I think I went to sleep like 2:45 this morning.
Well, thank you for making it here. We appreciate it.
No problem, man. I'm running on 2 hours sleep.
And you still did radio?
Yes. And the gym.
He's like, yes. He just
I'm caffeined up right now.
he don't know where he is.
When the crash hits, it's gonna hit.
He don't know where he is.
Yeah, boy, that's when the brain stopped working.
Let's get into it then. You already know. So
yes,
you've been in the news recently.
I've been in a little bit of what some people call the spotlight, but it's been great. The reason why, it's not because I've been in trouble. We've finally been able to come to an agreement with Carnival in Cayman. It's been 8-9 years coming now. Yeah. We've been able to talk to all interested parties, bring in some new interested parties. It's not perfection, but I think we're on the right path to where we're supposed to get.
All right, let's just get right into it.
All right, go on. Just hit me. I'm ready.
Who got on it? What happened? Like, give me the real. Don't give me the PC. Give me
the reality.
Why it took 9 years? Real talk.
My honest opinion, egos.
Okay.
There's a lot of egos that were involved. People just didn't want to see eye to eye. But one of the biggest things about it is that there was no, and this is being blunt and truthful, there was no government support. And when I say that, if you look at every successful carnival, everywhere, the government supports it unequivocally. And here's a great example. Last year, I sat with the Minister of Tourism from Bermuda. He came here to ask us about Carnival. How do we get our Carnival running so efficiently, so great? And I'm looking at him going, well,
yours must be a mess.
literally.
Oh, looking at us?
No, he's like, how do you get the bands involved? How do you keep the bands engaged about our events and stuff like that? And we were talking, and he went to school in Tampa as well. So when we were talking, he's like, well, how much does your government give you? And I kind of gave him a blank stare. He's like, well, how much do you give your people? $800,000 cash and $400,000 in in-kind sponsorship in Bermuda.
So
a country that's
1.2 million.
1.2 million total, because a lot of them use government venues for all their events and stuff like that.
Okay.
And the cost of it adds up to about 400,000. 1.2 million US dollars for a country that's a third of our size and double the people in their high season was when they have their carnival. So I'm like, give me $50,000. And here's a great example. CayMAS last year, we put CayMAS the road last year with under $15,000. And most of the board, we pull money out of our pockets sometimes to do stuff, right? Because for the love of Carnival, we do it. I've been doing Carnival as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
And just everybody knows it's not a money-making thing for us. Nobody in the CayMAS board gets paid. We don't make money out of this. Like I said, most of the times we come out of pocket to make sure things happen. Mm-hmm. But we try to support and help the bands and keep this going because we had a vision of what Carnival was supposed to be. It differed from Bada Banu. That's fine. Different opinions are great because that's where a lot of new ideas and new direction comes from. What happened when what made this come together was actually last July after CayMAS was done. Literally, we took a week off, caught our breath, and then we started debriefing. We went to the police, started talking about what we want to do next year. We went to all the stakeholders, told them what the plan was going to be. We originally wanted to do it King's Weekend. And the reason we want to do King's Weekend was there's no other major carnivals anywhere on that weekend, right? And we looked at that. We don't want to clash with anywhere in the Eastern Caribbean. We don't want to clash with nowhere in Europe. That would be.
Or even the US, because I know Atlanta has theirs every Memorial Day weekend.
Atlanta and Orlando's the same weekend.
Right.
Yeah. So that was the plan. Unfortunately, King's Weekend shifted in the calendar because we thought it was going to be the weekend of the 20th. It moved up 1 week, which just happened to be the same weekend as Bermuda Carnival. Anyway, we were talking, we started talking to the minister in July last year. That was the first one. And I mean, we were so invested in this. I was actually on a business trip in the US and I called in for a 2-hour conference call with him just to make sure to get our points across. We gave them numbers. We showed them where other carnivals were compared to Cayman, where they started and where they were. And the biggest one we used was Jamaica. And Jamaica Carnival started after Cayman. And I remember going to Jamaica Carnival for several years. And it wasn't as organized as it is now. But the amount of people who flew into Jamaica for
they
the
found their
carnival
tick
last year. And the big driver behind that was...
They now have Pirates Week, by the way.
They do. They are called Pirates Week as well. But the bands put their differences aside, which was major. Right? Because I remember being in Jamaica Carnival and the bands, there was basically the same thing, 2 huge different carnivals, and you had to stop in the middle of Kingston because they intersected at a certain point. One carnival had to stop to let the other one pass, and then the other one going a different route. I've been in several of those.
There's no money in it. That doesn't make, well, perhaps for you guys.
So for the organizing body.
Yeah.
For the bands, if they do it right, yes. But when we looked at the numbers of what they were able to successfully do, and the amount of tourists, and we call it betting heads that flew into the country. The capital injection alone. Anybody who says that Carnival's not a tourism product doesn't understand the logistics behind it. The amount of people who fly to Cayman for Carnival right now, for example, is huge.
Are you guys quantifying that though? Like, do you have that to present back to government?
Well, we've actually we started to ask the bands to give us their numbers of people who flew in. Because, you know, we have overseas packages and stuff like that.
And then the significant influencers and stuff as well that fly.
Correct. We have several of those. I mean, Rocky comes in, Brianna comes in. These guys have millions of followers on social media. So when they post it there in Cayman, people listen. I mean, I've been out on the Rum Point Sundays after the carnival, and I'm meeting people from Boston and Austria and stuff like that, and Airbnbs in Cayman. Like, why are you here? They came for carnival. And say, you don't expect that. So I expect people from Miami, you expect people from Jamaica and stuff like that, but there are people coming from around the world.
You mentioned the egos though. Like, how was that around the table recently? How long has it been in the works? I know you said that you guys had a debrief last year.
Yeah.
With the then minister at the time or whatever.
I when I joined CayMAS, I was part of CINCO International. I've been with CINCO, I've been with Craig since the inception, right? And we were part of Bad Blue from then. Then when the split happened, I stuck with my boy, and that was it. And that's how I ended up being part of CayMAS. When the split happened, I did not want to get mixed up in the back and forth. I don't like the drama. I like to keep a low profile sometimes. But
he says sometimes.
Sometimes I've gotten better. But a lot of people involved they made it very personal. I used to hear some of the stories, and I'm like, some of the stuff is not necessary. But so it went on like that for years. And there have been many attempts to bring the 2 carnivals together. This is serious. Like, I've looked at the documentation of 6 years worth of negotiations back and forth between the 2.
I want to ask about that then. So you say egos, is it egos over who gets to control it, who has the ultimate vision, who gets to, I guess, bear the name of being the person who is the ultimate organizer? Is that kind of what was driving the wedge, that you had 2 parties that wanted to maintain control of who was guiding the vision? I
think the biggest driver was that there were 2 parties who had a different vision of what Carnival was supposed to be. And the biggest thing for me was, at the time, I don't ever look at Carnival as being a t-shirt party. That's not Carnival. Carnival is costume. Carnival is
but what if you look like a whale, like me?
No, don't you say that ever again in public.
Like,
no.
I've marched in t-shirts.
Mom, press your brakes. No, Carnivals. You could dress. I've seen thick bone girls, heavy set girls look amazing in costume.
But we're not talking about them though,
bro. Everybody.
I know Chris. Come on, Chris. Don't leave me out there in the ledge. Come on, Chris. Join me.
I'm not a jumper, so I'm not in this race.
No, you're a racer. But again, just to make sure that we don't want to lock people out either. So that's
right.
We made a specific rule in CayMAS, which was, it was an 80-20 rule.
Okay, so a ratio.
It was a ratio. A lot of people pushed back against it. A lot of the revelers pushed back against it, but a lot of the bands liked it. So that's one reason we kept it. And the reason we kept it is because we wanted to make sure that we are a carnival, mass carnival first.
So the carnivals are together.
Yes.
Back to this unified vision. What had to be negotiated and who had to give up what for you guys to actually say okay? Because
what did you give up?
because you had two different routes. You have after parties. You have all these other things. The rules of, I don't know if you guys are going back to judging. I don't know if you guys are gonna have it where each band got to stay within the band kind of deal, so you don't have, by the end of the thing, is just one big milkshake.
All right, so the biggest thing is like this first year, number one is training wheels. We're going to see what works. And the reason why Carnival is not something you can pull out your hat and put together in 2 months. This is a year-long process. And we just literally got to go ahead for this in the end of December. So we're working against the clock now. I've been on the phone. I've been working phones with band leaders and stuff like that to what we're going to do, what can we get out in a timely fashion and stuff like that. We had bands who put out, they were not participating and now they're participating again and stuff like that, which is great because, I mean, that's one of the things I was talking about, the egos. Like people have certain things that they just, I ain't doing it, but then at the end of the day, are you doing it because your ego, you're doing it because you love your revelers? That's where the money comes from. Where was I going with this?
I was asking about the unified vision in terms of what was negotiated in terms of how did you come to the table to decide, okay, this is what I'm giving up. I know you normally do this, but we're going to take this. You guys take that.
It's been a lot of discussions behind the scenes over the last 6 weeks, to be honest. Well, one thing is the ministry. The ministry came up with a date. And the reason being, the Minister of Culture is the one that took this on. So Minister Rankin took this on with his ministry, and he's in charge of culture. Cultural month in Cayman is in May. So that's the umbrella we're under. So that's why May is the date, number one.
May's going to be busy.
It is. The whole month has a calendar. It has a calendar, right?
Plus it's Child's Month.
And
so please don't forget that.
So Kids Badabinu is actually the Children's Carnival is the first weekend of May, right? And then there's a plethora of events for Cultural Month that the ministry is putting on. Bracknell is a long weekend. CayMAS, One Carnival is the weekend right after that.
Him got him slipping on CayMAS.
I've been seeing it for 8 years.
Indoctrinated.
Yeah, seeing it for 8 years. And then there's a concert the following weekend of the Out of This World is the weekend after that. So literally from the start of the month.
You don't want to tell us who's going to be at that yet or no? You don't
Can't say yet.
Just sing a lyric.
Is there going to be emancipation event?
Yes. They gave us an overview of what the calendar is going to look like. So there's emancipation events and stuff like that. But
I'm away all May, unfortunately.
Why are you running away?
She asked like she's going to be here and she's going to be here.
Oh.
4-0.
Congrats.
Thanks.
For the whole month though?
Yes.
But like, so what's been given up? So the dates. That's number one. Badabinu wanted their original weekend. Of course, it would be Emancipation Weekend. We wanted June, the King's Weekend. The consensus was do it that weekend in May. The reason why DOT got involved, and DOT's had their study done about where tourism will come from.
Yep.
That Friday is a public holiday in Jamaica.
Yes.
And
Labor Day.
Labor Day. And the Monday is Labor Day in the US.
No.
Monday.
Labor Day.
Memorial Day.
Memorial
Day is the Monday in the US, but that Friday before is a public holiday in Jamaica. So we're looking at those two markets for people flying from.
Sure.
Yep.
So if we're targeting those two markets for tourism, it makes sense.
Beautiful.
Then you could also package the deal because I had a long talk with Jimmy Lapierre today and we were just shooting ideas back and forth. You could package a week-long event where you have people flying for Bracknell the long weekend, taking that type of carnival, come to Grand or between Brack and Grand for a week and just experience both islands.
Yeah,
and stay for the following weekend for the Adults Carnival. And then you got 1 week.
As a tourism girly, I love that.
So that's a week-long event.
That's a package you guys can put together.
That's something and the tourism could put together easily. Now, I don't know where they can get more rooms in the Brack, but it's something that they can look at.
On the bay?
You can do a camping experience on the bluff, man.
and
make it work.
Here's some tents and a butler.
And or you could also do it the other way around, where if you wanted to do the entire month, if you all the cultural events is going to happen, because we have PAN, we have a bunch of workshops we're going to do and stuff like that as well. But you could also come for the Adults Carnival, and because of a long weekend in the US and Jamaica, you take a 4-day work weekend, again, experience the island, and then stay for the concert at the end.
So nobody got their dates that they wanted.
Nobody got a date.
What about the route then?
The routes, so the negotiation with the route was influenced by the police. And the police prefer the town to West Bay route. And there's reasons behind that. Number one, the staging. When we stage in town, it's from 11 till 1, right? But where we are, it doesn't disrupt businesses as much because we stage on
in town?
Yes.
I thought they were dead already anyway, though. What's the...
My guy, focus.
Come on, Kim, help me out, Kim. The cameras are...
Is this my phone?
You got jokey jokes.
That what they told us.
You got
But
jokey jokes.
when
They
you
told
end in
us.
West Bay, you disturb white people.
Okay.
That's annoying too.
But-
I don't want to cut the music off.
But when you do the staging in West Bay Road, like by the hotels, where they stage or where the staging used to happen, you were shutting down that stretch road for 3 hours in front of all the major hotels at a time when all the major airlines are either departing or landing.
Okay.
Yes,
So as they
I'm
roll
fully
in, they
aware.
like,
So all the hotels were upset about it because
look at all these
Yeah.
they're
Caymanians.
disrupting their guests.
No, it's the
versus-
traffic.
The
So
traffic.
we
need
are
to-
waiting at the front desk for the guests, and they can't get to us. So
That's
we are leaving work at 7, 8 o'clock before they can get
They
to
have
us.
to walk
damn.
in with
And
their
God
suitcases
forbid
and
they pause to watch the bacchanal that's
That's what I was saying. They don't see
So we need-
people
so we need
bucking
go-
it up and
stuff. But
So we need to go crew road then.
no, but what happens because you don't have to shut down. But what's happening now when you're coming up, and because how we shut down the road when we doing from town, we shut down the road in sections. So
Yeah,
as
yeah,
we're
for
approaching,
sure. Yeah.
we shut it down. As we go by, we open back up.
Nice.
The time in front of the hotels is significantly reduced. Instead of being a 3 or 4 hour wait, depends how big the carnival is. It's like only an hour, maybe less.
I'm glad you saying.
And then
that,
you
'cause I
can
think
work in-
people,
oh,
people-
sorry.
People think that these decisions are just made in a
Vacuum.
silo. Yeah, like
Yeah.
just it's like nah. Like there's a reason why someone has critically assessed the situation and said this is the best option.
It is literally, and we sat down. We went over.
I'm not a fan.
We even have a
I'm
pace.
not a fan of that. I for some reason like the nostalgic in me wants to end in town.
Right.
I feel like waterfront town that's what it was. But from a standpoint of what that beach area gives you in the end, and you have the major concert, aside from the parking.
Yeah.
Like I understand why that is the
parking
end
better
result.
out there than town.
But I mean, like,
No, but not that parking not safe.
No,
no,
it's not.
along all
Oh, on the road.
Crossway.
But I'm saying if
It's
you
not-
look
it's
at
not a-
overall,
yeah.
I get it. Like,
I mean, there's some things we want to do. Like we've been trying to get the old Caboose site to be a parking lot and stuff like that.
Sweet.
So we've been in contact with people about that. It hasn't worked out yet. But not many carnivals in the world you can end on the beach and have a concert on the beach. And like
Be
that's
free with the sun in your
nostalgic. Yeah,
toes.
that's the nostalgia. That
Sunsetting,
stuff,
boom.
all of that stuff. And we be there at sunset. I mean, came at sunset on the beach, like in carnival after being fetting all day.
nah, see, yeah, some of them need to go home in bed. Man. Let's
Yeah.
keep it a buck. Let's keep it a
The,
buck.
the Instagram influencers gonna love
Let's keep
that.
it a buck.
They just
Oh.
jump in the ocean quick time.
And there's a lot of people actually just run onto the beach and
go
take pictures in their
stay at
costumes. Yeah.
Indigo and get your room and just go up.
No, excuse me. You stay at Botanica.
Oh.
We can't be out here with this now. I will say,
Do you all get like paid for the same needs or something
I
like
mean,
that?
that's my
there was
employer.
a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I think I was at Pom Pom watching
Oh yeah, pom.
the
Yeah.
watching it end, and I was like, dang, this is actually people could actually kind of book this and kind of if you don't want to be in the crowd, just observe from up top and hang out there. You know, could have a little
You
after party.
ain't
out
You
there.
up in the castle?
Up in the castle looking down.
Oh, did you let your hair down?
I think I spotted you out there.
That's not true.
I was like, look at that little peon.
So yeah, so the route was definitely one. We have negotiated out like the Saturday night concert. We're still working on that part. The Friday night we've said that Badamoo could definitely run that because they have more established.
I see they're giving a little, you know.
So the Friday night would still be in town.
Well, from my perspective, if there's going to be a concert on the beach on Saturday night,
May as well do it Friday.
do it Friday. Split your overheads with whoever's organizing it. You owe less overheads, one setup cost, and you'll actually make more money. Because if you have two separate entities doing two separate things at two separate places, where you spend
So
the
you're
same money,
just
do the same thing.
two umbrellas under one umbrella.
That's what I'm trying to accomplish.
Right. I get it.
So I'm like I
Do
said,
you know the history of Carnival?
in Cayman,
No, Carnival. Period.
Carnival, it was basically a celebration of slaves. Anytime that they wanted to communicate and stuff behind the scenes, the masters didn't know what they're talking about.
Right.
And not to introduce a new year. Cayman actually had John Canoe years ago when emancipation was actually announced.
Right.
So that's also part of it here as well.
Chris
Right.
is Clark.
Which is
go ahead, Clark. Chris.
Togetherness.
Yes.
So if it's togetherness, and I'm just trying to understand how we got here, but as you said, the egos and, I get it.
I mean, when I say egos, I'm not saying this in a negative way. I'm trying.
No, I get it.
But a lot of people.
I went to that university.
When people have
First
a
class.
vision of what they want and they're locked in,
Yeah.
it's very hard for you to dissuade them from that.
So y'all bringing back the mothers? Or?
Mothers was
keep it 100.
Oh my God.
a lot of people are asking for mothers, and to be honest, if somebody
Want to
do it, it's actually going to depend a lot on what the police allow us to do on the road.
Just don't use no swamp water when you mix in.
But a lot of people have been using the Hershey's chocolate syrup to be doing the mothers and stuff like that. So that's been one of the things. But mothers hasn't been around for a while.
You had to be there.
Yeah. But I mean,
you are a mother?
No, I was.
Look at Keisha in the box.
I'm a little youngin.
What's a youngin girl?
Okay, I don't know. Some people, children be out 3 o'clock in the morning in carnival time. I like, look at this little 5-year-old.
But like even like that, like we're trying to figure out to have a teen event the same night as the adults.
You're bringing back teen disco?
We have to.
Wow.
Oh my!
Yo. First of all, let's not say teen disco, okay?
Well, that's what you used to call it.
Teen disco, teen jam, all that.
Teen fest.
Those words, bro.
Okay.
Why?
That's what we old as hell.
Yeah, but it's not for us. It's for your kids.
The disco. They don't know what that word means.
They have no idea what that word is. But we've been talking about it because we need to do an event where it's hard to keep
separated.
Yeah, we want to separate the young people from the adults.
Yeah, just make sure you have like a Wi-Fi station. They need charging ports for their iPods.
I'm gonna be honest.
Come check in your iPad, please.
Yeah. I hear you.
Every year the Wi-Fi crashes at the beach.
As it should.
Every year every time we've ended there's so many people trying to upload stuff and get on the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi crashes.
I would like that though. I would like that people really get back to enjoying the moment, bro. I think that is a bit like when I go to concerts and I see the first thing, the people got a phone out the whole time for 3 hours. Like, yo.
So now that it's one again, what are the anticipated numbers of having both carnivals together of how many jumpers you could?
Honestly speaking, because of the timing for this year, and it's we have to hit the road running real fast, I anticipate we might have between 25 to 3,000 people on the road locally. We're still looking for people to fly in as well. The reason I could say that is because when we posted the announcement that we were One Carnival again, organically, the CayMAS page, our posts hit 76,000 people in under a week. We're at 35,000 in one day, organically. Like this wasn't
people been waiting for it. People want it. Yeah.
And there's people who were commenting and stuff like that. People I know personally who have not jumped in years because they want to pick a side. Mm-hmm. But now they're like, they're coming back on the road. So we're going to see a lot of people that we haven't seen jumped in a long time back on the road. That's them.
Do you feel immense pressure?
Yes.
No, he's like, yeah.
No, because
I didn't even mince it out.
Yes, because the thing is, there's a lot of us working behind the scenes to get this done, right? But when you're the face of it, win or lose, you're going to be either congratulated for it or you'll be vilified for it.
And we are very critical.
Nothing's going to be perfect. I'm getting people forwarding me the goodie bag from Tribe in Trinidad right now saying, CayMAS or bad manure, you guys need to do this. Let me explain something to people in Cayman. And I'm gonna tick some people off, and you know what? It's fine.
This is the place to do it.
We are literally. I'm gonna tell you this, and I say it bluntly. We're spoiled in Cayman.
I be saying that all the time, and they be getting mad.
No, I'm gonna tell you why.
Good.
You can't say it.
One of the first complaints I ever heard. One of the first complaints I ever heard about Carnival is July is too hot, August too hot. We can't do that in Cayman. The same people will get on a plane and fly to Barbados, which is near to the equator.
A different.
In August.
Boiling up.
And it's hotter there than it is here. I'm going gladly pay.
But we can't message those promoters.
But they could also, but they also they also
we
would
don't know them from Adam.
The backline costumes in Barbados and those countries.
Get me a number.
Is a frontline costume in Cayman.
What?
I'm telling you. Right now, you go try to buy a backline costume in Trinidad, $800-900. And that's just literally top and the bottom. That's it. Shorts and a t-shirt for men. $500-600.
So you got to pull out a loan to
we
go
almost
jump?
there too, though, right?
We were checking about.
We almost there too, though, right?
No, absolutely. Our frontline, the highest frontline costume I've ever seen in Cayman is a customized piece that one person ordered for themselves, and that was $700-800. That exact same costume in Trinidad, easily $7-8 grand.
Is that because of the premium of like it's Trinidad?
It's because where it is. Okay. Yeah. But I'm telling you, like the other carnivals around the world are getting to that exact same point. We give top tier carnival costumes in Cayman. Okay. our costume designers are the same ones that are designing costumes in Trinidad, in Jamaica, etc. Right? And literally speaking, I've seen a costume from Trinidad make it to Cayman, and the costume prices are Caymanized. Because you're not gonna sell that costume in Cayman for 10 grand. It's not gonna happen. But the good
no currency.
No currency.
People really be spending that kind of money?
I had a friend who was going to spend his 50th birthday in Trinidad Carnival this year for his birthday. For him and his wife to go for 5 days, hotel, fetes, and going on the road, 20 grand.
Something
the
like
truth is, no. I mean, as a traveler, one trip can run you 10 grand
easily for Carnival.
But if
it's a car alone, brethren.
No, well, I don't know.
And it's easy. I mean, like I said, I've been to Jamaica Carnival several times. I could tell you right 10
now. 10 grand is a
you could go to you and a plus one could go to Jamaica Carnival, and you could easily spend $3,000-4,000.
Well, I'm glad you feel immense pressure, and I don't mean that as in a joking manner. I think you obviously have the passion for this. There's a few of you guys that are very passionate, and you've been behind the scenes working to put this together. If anybody that should be in charge of doing this, it's you guys, and I wish you guys all the best, because the people like you said, it was an organic response. People were genuinely happy.
I am,
and I don't think people are expecting or hoping that you guys fail. They're wishing you well because they want to come back and join up together.
My biggest thing is the bands. Like, again, there's and I'm not pointing the fingers and I call it no names, but
call names.
No. I'm gonna be real, because the thing is, like, a lot of the bands are the carnival. We could have 100 organizing bodies that come together under one umbrella and say we are going to be one, but we need the bands on the road. It's short notice, number one. And I could tell you personally, I sat down in October and called every single band leader in Cayman. Right? We had a meeting, a CayMAS meeting. Came off that meeting, I was calling people in Toronto, I was calling people in the States, I was calling people here, and everyone them I had a half an hour conversation with. Then I found out there was these.
Say it, cause we had one here too. Let's go.
There was an organization that was being built to try to create another carnival in Cayman.
Okay, wow.
And I was like,
regulatory point.
Why would you try to create and design a third carnival in Cayman when we are ready? And the same people who want to try and create a third carnival are the same people who telling us it was stupid to have two carnivals in the first place.
Stupid for
I can see that, but if the product on display was not good, if someone feels that they can come in now and do that, and I think that's where that also comes from. But it also may be ego as well.
But this is my point though. Those same people, I legit said to them, we would like you to come and be a part of the board.
Yeah.
Because there's only so much that you can do, but new, fresh ideas, a different perspective always works.
Yeah.
If you all guys want to organize yourselves to the Internet Association and stuff like that, please do. I'd rather talk to 2 to 3 people than talk to 15 people.
Yeah.
Right? If you're all on the same page, cool, lovely.
So this is how you end the story. Now you got them on board. We good? Or
we have some on board.
Who else you need to call some names so we can help you? You can put some pressure.
No, because they know who they are.
Call them right now.
I know they know who they are. And again, there's some egos who are getting in the way. Like there was a all out, we're going to put on our own carnival and we're going to do this date and we've created a page and we're going to.
The police don't put that in the butt then.
That's what I'm saying. So Kim's point then, we need to get regulatory, we need to get police saying no more.
Well, the police said they only got one date now.
Which is what,
that's it.
Which is what
you can't do nothing else.
Which is what happened. Like the minister put his foot down.
Yes,
and he said,
he should.
There's going to be one carnival in Cayman. This is the date.
Yes.
This is the time. The police said the exact same thing to us too. This is the date. This is the time. If you don't want to participate,
it would have ended long time ago.
What name are you going with?
We're calling ourselves One Carnival, and here's why.
Okay.
We are going to have one carnival on the road. This one be one route, one group of people on the road. Right. CayMAS and Badabinu still exists. If you want to register with Badabinu, go ahead. If you want to register with CayMAS, go ahead. We have different ideologies. Whichever band wants to go with the one that best matches them is fine. We're going on the road as one.
Who's doing the t-shirts?
Yeah, that's what I said.
One of the things that's happened though is Badam was actually, we sat and we spoke about this at length. Badam was adopting the CayMAS philosophy about t-shirt bands.
80-20?
80-20. 80% costume,
I need to get
20%.
on that 20% quickly.
CayMAS has also introduced something we call a Back to Basics initiative, where any NPO will be the only allowed group on the road to do Monday wear and t-shirts. because NPOs are giving them money. It's a charity, right? We don't want
I have a charity, so give me a T-shirt.
We don't discourage them from being on the road.
Oh, that's a fet with a cause thing.
Well, one of the things with fet for a cause.
Look at how I get you back on that episode, man. But
yeah,
closer to the date, you'll be down to come back.
I'm down for whatever, man.
Right. You know the date. You say tequila? That's your drink. Tequila.
Yes, absolutely. Reposados.
We get a bottle of tequila up here.
Get loose.
Yeah.
We'll turn this into drink champs real quick.
But yes, NPOs, they're good to go now.
Yeah, NPOs are good to go and they register like that. The 80/20 is definitely there. We encouraging everybody to register and get the bands up because the quicker we get this all stuff, the quicker we're able to go to corporate sponsors now and say there's One Carnival.
Yeah,
it's better. I'm talking from my corporate hat. It's easier for me to sponsor One Carnival than sponsoring 10 different bands and then give you a little bit here. I give one check. Here, you guys do what you will with it.
All right. So before you leave, right quick, give me just one lyric from Out of This World. Thank you guys, Jermaine. It's been a pleasure.
Cool, man. Wash my face with the cake.
We'll get together again. Wish you guys all the best. We definitely rooting for you guys.
And his socials, and his socials you want to shout out.
I'm gonna get Chris in Monday wear for you guys.
Oh, but
the girls.
I would pay you that.
Yeah, he gave me the Monday wear. Chris.
Cayman Carnival, Cayman Carnival Badabanu is there, and we're also about to launch our One Cayman Carnival website as well. So the landing page will be there for everybody. But go into any of those social medias, we'll definitely be able to direct you to wherever you guys want to go. And the bands are starting to register and put out their own pages as well. So yeah,
that boy's a marketer, man. Good job, man. Thank you.
He's been on the mic 1 or 2 times, huh?
Yeah.
Been around the block a little bit.
Thank you, man.
All right, thanks.
Pre-workout kick in.
Yeah.
Woo. We're just talking about boneless wings and thing now.
Everybody gets hungry.
No. We're going to see you and I had a little food viral moment now.
They called me Muster Boy.
They call us Muster. Who these Muster people are?
Yeah,
but we spoke about. So I won't talk about it a little bit, but we spoke about oxtail. How it was a little bit about
the gentrification of oxtail to be.
So there was a little tongue in cheek with it. You know, if you haven't seen the reel, it's at Pod Link Up. Go look for it. It's been up there. But somehow the reel has made it to Black America, and it has taken off. If you go through the comments, it is nothing but these Black Americans up there lighting us up, or either they love it or they hate it.
Don't say it like that.
Well, they are. They call us
canceled.
One of them call us Muster. Who these Muster people are? They tell us what to do with our money.
First of all, we're the Caribbean, and we claim the oxtail.
So,
well, the thing is,
from the time you say oxtails,
oxtail is a cuisine across the diaspora, but I think the message was lost. We're not critiquing what you can do with it, but it's gotten so expensive because of it being found in dishes it's not commonly found in, like quesadillas and nachos. And that's the reality of it.
The demand is up now, and then also they're charging a premium for the meat now. Exactly. So if you go try buy oxtail by the pound now, it's like you're buying some premium meat.
Supply and demand.
Well, the thing behind it is it's the origin of the cut of meat. Before that was poor man's food. So that was kind of the...
We used to eat cow foot, cow tongue, the neck. Yeah, man, all that stuff. They had the manish water made from the intestines and stuff that were left over.
The parts that no one wanted. Yeah, parts that, as my mom would say, go turn your hand and make craft.
Yeah. And then because now we know how season.
But we had no choice because... we also got the not freshest meat. So that's where the over seasoning comes from. Like, no, it's a fact.
Yeah.
It's a fact. Like, the cuts of meat that were given to our diaspora, our people, were usually the older, spoiled, rotting meat. And that is where the over seasoning became a thing because they had to do something to kill the taste.
So, anyways, but I'm sure nobody gonna actually see this from Black America, but
no, they gonna
anybody that listening,
don't tag me in anything, guys. Don't tag me. Let them just stay in the comments.
Did you actually scroll through and read them?
It was getting hurtful. See, the thing about me in social media, I don't know you, and there's nothing you'll say that bothers me.
Right there.
If I don't know you,
you can't take none of it. It's a personal. You have to take it lightly. Like. I've liked everything. I try to comment, make jokes with it.
Oh, they won't. They're gonna make a burner.
But it is true. We should gatekeep a little more.
Well, and that's been the problem. We are very quick to invite everybody to our barbecues. As it's a saying, it's a joke, it's a running joke, and
so you get overpriced.
So you see, the Ritz gonna have some saltfish soon.
What? Plantains with plantains.
So some plantains.
And
for $15 extra, have a side of plantains.
Yeah, but
don't give them no ideas.
Well, I don't eat it, so
But
planting.
Planting. That's how you say it.
Exactly.
So, did you guys hear on the weekend that there was we had an incident in the Cayman with a shark?
Yes.
Did you read the?
I read the article and I read the
press
release.
Okay.
What you were doing in group of whole?
Oh.
So
Aren't they like spawning this time of year?
Well, that's what they were doing. The researchers were over there. It was several of them that they were studying and looking. They go every year for every spawn over there in the Cayman to look at the event. I mean, it's a spectacular event. There's a YouTube documentary, maybe more than one of them, covering the little Cayman grouper spawning. We're talking about like 8,000, 10,000 groupers all in one spot. It's gonna sound weird, but sperm everywhere.
So shark bait.
It's literally like, yes. Okay. So essentially, what is believed and what I believe is that there's thousands of groupers around. The water is murky from all the sperm inside of it. The shark is probably going after these groupers or whatever, and sees this giant looking grouper, and went to bite it. Realize this don't taste like grouper, and then let me go about my business.
I'm sure that's what happened. I mean,
well, if it was a shark attack, one could logically think the shark would have kept attacking. Right. Shark not gonna give up on food.
Yeah, but I watch a lot of Shark Week. Apparently, human flesh isn't their preference, so they'll take an exploratory bite usually and back off.
Yeah.
Usually when there's a case of mistaken identity. Well, when you've seen where they've actually repeat attacked, you're in an area that they're actively feeding, like a dead whale, and they're actively feeding around a dead carcass. So you have to avoid areas where they're actively feeding, but they're not. And this is why they say you shouldn't wear certain colors to swim either.
What are those colors?
Well, if you're gonna be like looking like the seals in the Arctic, don't wear the black because you look like the wetsuit looks like them.
Yeah. So and then also we don't have the ultra aggressive species here, like the bull or the great white sharks. I mean,
because it was a reef shark, they mentioned that with them.
Yeah, the reef shark, or something like that. I can't remember, but actually, I think my understanding was it was a tiger shark. I'll have to go back and read it.
I'm pretty sure I read reef shark. Okay, but I've never read of a shark attack in Cayman, so it's.
Yeah, well, there was one with a spearfisher a couple of years ago. The guy that I know, I'm not gonna mention his name, but it was kind of his own fault. He was cleaning fish with a glove, and at wherever, and then kept that same glove and went spearfishing.
Wonderful.
So when he felt something tug his hand, he was like, "The hell is this?" And the shark was trying to pull the hand, and
it was well marinated,
and then realized that this isn't a fish, and then went on to let go, but he actually suffered some damage in his hand there, had to get stitches.
Well, I guess when you tug at it and they're tugging at it.
And there's a million bones in your hand and wrist and stuff, so I don't know if there was anything that was broken, whatever, but yeah, so it was, he admitted it was his own fault. He should have never went in the ocean with that glove on. He should have had a different pair.
I had an incident a couple of years ago in Panama. So I was kayaking and my wig fell off in the water. And I was trying to save the wig. And so I jumped in, but then I started kicking. And the person from shore were like, "Don't do that because there's sharks in the water." Yes, we were in a bungalow. So it's so beautiful. But yeah, it was almost shark bait in Panama.
Yeah, if you kick in distress, you look like a distressed
me and
animal.
My wig.
Yeah.
But I saved it.
So anyways, I guess ultimately speaking, we just know that people shouldn't panic. People literally go diving here looking for sharks all the time. They swim with sharks all the time.
Yes.
I've gone snorkeling with sharks. I've been in the water with sharks. It's
no, I have
sharks are
it on purpose.
Yes.
Yes.
Snorkeling is a beautiful.
No, I love to snorkel on the shore.
No,
where
you need to go Eden Rock and places like that. It's so beautiful.
That's where I heard the.
I might get in trouble for this, but sharks aren't even the one you really got to worry about. It's them damn little needlefish. Because you can't even see them and they moving fast.
True. No, I like snorkeling as well, but I have been told that if you see a shark, you just nudge them away. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, but most of the time, sharks might get curious, but they'll people have been diving here for years.
Right.
There was one famous video of this guy when he was killing the lionfish, and the shark was trying to grab the bag.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Right, and people were like, "Oh, he's attacking." No, the shark wanted the shark wanted the fish.
He wanted the fish in the bag.
Here.
Take it and go. So, but no, we just don't have shark. We're not on the menu. If we were on the menu, we would have a little bit more activity, you know?
I feel like Cayman, as a nation, sensationalize a lot of things.
Well, that's Discovery Channel fault, though.
I don't know.
Discovery Channel Shark Week
Right.
definitely helped that.
I mean, let's go to the Super Bowl. So I was at a guest house and they invited me for the Super Bowl because coincidentally we had the same team batting 0 last night. And so we're sitting there and the Super Bowl, like I don't know a lick of Spanish. And so whilst we're there, I noticed Grenada's flag first. And I was like, Grenada, St. Lucia, And I never saw Cayman's flag during the live broadcast. It's only when I went on social media. But when I saw the Caribbean flags that I did see, I was like, this is actually quite huge for the Caribbean to be represented in such a moment. It's a halftime show Super Bowl. And you've had persons from the Caribbean perform in Super Bowl, and they never did that for us, right? Because we tend not to do that for ourselves. But it was quite beautiful. And then all of a sudden, you have, I'm not saying don't be prideful, but you would think that it was the only flag in the race.
Well, you haven't been on Twitter and seen how the Jamaicans behave, and let us have this one.
Right. I have been on Twitter and they
they're going on. They're going on.
No.
I'm going to show you some now. Why is the Jamaican flag so prominent? Oh, yeah, because we invented reggaeton. Come on. That's the problem I find with Cayman. Like, when you go to like sporting events and see the national pride of these other countries, I think that what Cayman lacking.
Missing,
we need to be a little...
We need to be loud.
There was a point in time Cayman wasn't even on the map. You would just see a dot beside Cuba. So seeing our flag there, like
I'm happy.
I think it's a good thing.
We need, we need to.
But I want to see more the national pride. So
locally.
Absolutely.
Come and work in tourism.
You do have to admit that Jamaica's had a little bit of a reason to have that. They've been producing a lot of gold medalists and people that have been like in the finals and been top
Well, we're
3.
talking about that, the Super Bowl, seeing their flag. Like one thing about Jamaica.
No, what I'm saying,
their flag.
But what I'm saying is, it's built up over time.
True.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's that sense of pride, because when you have people that are internationally recognized and have made it on a world stage and have been at the top.
I don't think that's where it comes from. I think it comes. This is embedded in them. If you speak to a child from Jamaica in primary school,
they had Bob.
No, before that, it's embedded
Even before
in their
Bob.
curriculum.
You're missing the point. It needs to
Bob
be in
is a
their
big part of it, but it
DNA.
needs to be embedded. And it's not just Jamaica. When you go to events and see how Trinidad and all those other countries behave, there's a sense of national pride that Cayman lacks. And I take it back to, we need to go back to singing the national anthem every morning.
Yeah.
And going back to
national
our roots.
songs.
Both of them. The kids need to be able to identify the coat of arms. They need to tell me what everything on that flag means, because what's the point of waving this flag if you don't know what a coat of arms means? They're doing it, it's more performative.
Right.
But I think when you speak on Jamaica, and again I go back and I've been to a lot of sporting events, but you go and you see the discipline when they're representing their flag, it means something to them. Whereas you go and I see our kids and they're just running around and there's no discipline to it. So I think that's what we need to bring back to the primary schools, because that national pride is what's missing. We don't go have a Bob Marley. We don't go have, we Caymanian, like,
it don't hurt.
Big up yourself.
What I'm saying is, it doesn't hurt to have people
have national heroes.
But at the same time,
Lana, hold on.
So what you saying?
Lana, hold on.
We are a small young nation that you guys, and that's fine. Let's celebrate.
Lana, come on.
McLaughlin.
1, 2, 3.
Let me see. I was about to do. I'm like, I know my national heroes, but what I'm saying is, what is wrong with us? But what is wrong with us? That's not fair. What is wrong with us having a sense of pride, even if we don't got none, even if we got zero to say from?
But,
and I gonna believe this is my place. This is what wrong with us. Now there's no sense of pride. That's why we complain about people coming here and taking over, because there's no sense of pride.
Okay, one at a time.
No, but I'm showing you, like, you have a sense of something about us.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
No, I done.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, I don't want it to be during the halftime at Super Bowl.
Why?
I want it to be all the time.
You know,
But that is Lana's
come out to the sporting
right.
event to support the little soccer team
not
when they're
only
playing.
sporting.
No, but there are other things. Like Cayman can be playing in a national stadium here, and you look in the stands, and you'll have more people to come out and look at the team that is opposing them than you have Caymanians in them stands. This is where it starts. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We are complaining about something we can fix. Show up.
There you go.
Starts with the front line in tourism. When
That's
you
a part
have,
of it, but
you
not a
have
biggest part.
the name and the country, you seldomly see Cayman. A lot of times, you know, when guests say to me, "Where are you from?" and I say to them, "I'm from Cayman," the shock on their faces. You know, we've been to restaurants, we've been to, you know, different places, and you are the first. And I think that's just quite sad. If you have that national pride, it should also be in promoting your island in different aspects, which includes serving them a drink with a smile, being, you know, whatever on the beach, whatever the capacity is, right? And if that's not the level that you want, you work your way up the ladder.
All right.
But to that point, how many Caymanians do we have in tourism? Let's revisit that argument, because we're wanting them to present it with a smile, but when I go to these restaurants, it's not Caymanian serving me. So it goes us back to the point of
they don't want the $8.75 an hour.
Well, I'm not gonna take it there, because there are a lot. Like I said this on the last pod I was on, that was our generation. These younger kids will work for anything. I see them stocking shelves and Foster's. They want the jobs. They're hungry. They're eager. We need to give them opportunities. No, but Dart has a program where he's putting Caymanians in front of people. We've heard our tourism minister speak about it, like we need more Caymanians to take the job, and it bigger than saying they don't want $8.75. Do you? Because I don't want $8.75.
Yeah, but at the same time, I have advanced myself so that you can't offer me $8.75.
No, but that we come from a time when we could buy milk for $5. Right now, milk for $10, and you won't pay me $8.75.
I don't drink milk.
Yeah,
well, but hear my point. Like, we want people to work a minimum wage job, and they can't survive on it. I'm just saying, let's be real.
Hold on, we can't. Hold on.
We keep going back to this narrative, and I want it to end. Okay, Mayans don't want $8.75. Can we live on it? Because the people that can live on the $8.75 are living in shared quarters where it's like 5 of them. And this is no disrespect to anybody, but no, well, and I might fall a lot on staying in relationships because I can't afford on the rent. That's a different topic. But what I'm getting at is the people that can accept that wage are not living to the standards Caymanians living. This is our home, and we have a right to be able to afford to live here. I've always said $8.75 was low.
So hold on now. Hold on. We can move on to cost of living shortly. To wrap it up, we enjoyed seeing the flag.
I think it's a good thing. But
we want to have our own sense of national pride.
Yes.
All the time.
All the time.
Around the clock.
But we have seen it happen. It's in small pieces. You start to see people traveling, wearing those Cayman shirts everywhere that they go. Out in public. Some people, wear it to travel on a plane. Some people wear it to go just to do the everyday shopping.
You're talking about the all-in-ones?
Yeah, they're everywhere. You see a lot of people wearing them. And that's a sense of Cayman pride, right?
I feel like it got to start somewhere, so we can keep saying we don't want.
But also,
where does it start then?
Well, yes, but so the premier mentioned that they want to find a somewhat a targeted description of what it means to be Caymanian.
Stop defining us.
Why we keep trying to define it?
Let me finish the point, man. Before I don't want to hear not before I make assumptions, man.
I just said it was dangerous.
Well, I don't know exactly how they want it worded, but it's similar to that. I think he pointed out, like when you go to India, you get a sense of what that culture is. When you go to Trinidad, you have a sense of what that culture is. When you go to Jamaica, you have a sense of what that culture is. When you come here, what should that sense be, right? Obviously, it's evolved from back in the 60s and the 50s when we were doing other things to where we are now. So, but there's still elements and essence of it.
I would like to hear first that sense, like the word he would use to describe each one of those nationalities he just mentioned, or the cultures, because I think with Cayman, it's a little different. We're a melting pot of cultures. Like when I say that, I mean in like how many nationalities
Are you?
Are you? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
When Columbus came here, he didn't find nobody.
it was Las
Yes.
Tortugas, turtles.
I don't disagree, but then we can do that for everyone. But over time, no matter where you are, each nation carves out their own way of living and their own way of doing things and their own way of how they treat people, how they talk to people. Like the other day, I was walking out of work with a friend of mine, and I held this door open for this older lady, and she said, "Oh, thank you, darling, and have a good day, sweetheart," she said. And I was like, if I said that to somebody somewhere in the States, I could probably get hit with a charge.
You can say that.
No, but so what I'm saying is like we say there's certain cultural things that we do and we say to each other that we can't do elsewhere that has been cultivated here. And each country has those kinds of things. And even some regions kind of we share similarities in how we've carved that out. Even though our ultimate roots didn't begin here, we've been here long enough to develop a way of life. So I think ultimately that's what it comes down to when we're talking about the culture.
So to your point, like we're a small community, so you'll find that we do talk to each other like more on a relatable scale. Like they'll say sweetheart and whatever because it's a small community.
I got one older woman at work that say, "Oh, good morning, baby."
I don't know.
That's
I just think
that's
it's,
a regular
it's
thing.
when
I'm not your
you
baby.
start trying to put things in a box.
Yeah.
You run the risk of
You limit
offending.
you
like
limit
you
us.
limit things. Like Cayman is a melting pot of cultures and continues to grow in that regard. I do think our mannerisms speak for itself. The whole Cayman kind thing, but I don't think we have to define. Well, I would love to see how it's defined, because that I would struggle to say. Look at the four of us sitting here. Do we have any defining characters that say, "Oh yeah, they all look Caymanian"?
Nope.
I mean,
it's a slippery one.
I mean, let me ask you this.
Our accent.
We have an idea of what a Caymanian looks like because I've heard multiple times
I don't know what you're gonna say, but
that J. Cole look like he's from West Bay. What does that mean?
Oh, because West Bay.
What does that mean?
Because West Bay.
Everybody say J. Cole look like he a West Bay.
Who said that?
Enough people. If you saw J. Cole standing up front by the Budu Plaza, you would think he don't belong.
He would blend in.
But that's what we're saying.
He do.
How?
It's the free form dreads and the red skin.
Yep.
So we have an idea of what some Caymanians look like.
I guess that's a generational. That's a generational Cayman.
Okay, so hold on. So tell me something.
So what town I look like?
Like you.
Well, that's it's a slipper one.
Yeah.
That's sticky.
So
I'm not getting it.
So hold on now. So when Carnival Cruise Line coming, right? You can tell that those black people not from here.
I never
You
go
can
lie.
look at them and see.
I never go lie. I do that all the time. I'd be like, they from.
You can just see it. I don't know. I don't know what the characteristics are, but we know.
We have a look. I'm right there with
I'm
you,
not
Chris.
saying a word. I'm not getting in this one, but I just think it'll be a hard one to.
I hear you.
Create
yeah.
We don't. I don't know.
I know. I hear. But well, you know,
I think that's a sticky one.
It'll be interesting to see what happens.
I would rather see the.
So we can critique it when it comes out.
I will, but I'd rather see the focus being on, like I said, bringing the value. Like, bring that back to the school. Start young.
Yep.
Teach them what we think it means to be Caymanian, but start with the cultural things like the national song, flash, or not like those things. And I think it'll
like reintegrate it back into the education system. Yeah, because that's how I learned a lot of it.
Culturally, take the uniforms back to looking what they used to look like. You know, like they actually to me look like the quadrille kind of uniform. Like,
oh, you talking about the
gingham? Yes.
Yeah.
Like things like that. Like we've changed so much and wonder why nothing's the same. Like we want things to be the same, but we keep adapting to, I don't know how to say this in a delicate
foreign things that are not of us.
Yeah.
So that's why we searching
to make others feel comfortable. That's why we searching for an identity.
Right.
So I want to bring it back kind of to Kim's topic there, but can we talk about Bob Bonnie?
What? Say that again?
You watched the Benito Boy.
Benito?
Huh? Can we talk about the different aspects of his set and what he tried to actually ultimately kind of represent
phenomenal.
In the end?
Didn't understand.
What I think he was trying to me, it was a lot of symbolism of the Caribbean, because he had the sugar cane,
the light poles,
the rum shop, like as in they were trying to show
playing dominoes,
our culture.
Yeah,
but that's why I was saying it's so difficult, because across the Caribbean, all of on the islands, the culture is so similar. So how are you going to define Caymanian of that? We have so many tendencies, similar to what Jamaicans do. We have a lot similar to Honduranians, a lot similar to Cubans, Nicaraguans. Like there are some core nationalities that formed Cayman that I don't know. It's a bit.
Bonnie.
Tell me what you think about it.
I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was an amazing show.
It was a good show.
Even the gyrating, because we're known for that.
We're spirited people.
We're in the Caribbean. This is what we do.
But some
like it, hate it, like it, love it, whatever.
Some people didn't like it.
Call it out.
It don't matter. This is the Caribbean.
I just saw people commenting that it was the worst one. It was on Twitter, social media. They didn't understand it. I mean, I turned on the subtitles. But
well, people tend to hate what they don't understand. Lana, let's be honest.
They were saying they didn't understand what he was saying, and it was the worst show ever.
But they overlooked the whole message because that was the whole point.
Understand what he was saying. It was a beautiful show.
Visually,
you know what I want to ask, right?
Ina's answering. They are in them comments. No, but it was of that demographic.
I saw a lot of that too, and you know, a lot of those people turned into the Turning Point USA.
Well, I was going to say there was a whole separate Super Bowl show for the Super Bowl halftime.
So there was a movement of people who didn't really believe that or want to accept that Puerto Rico is a part of America, and there's a large segment of people that are Latino, and there's a huge Latino culture in America. They didn't want to accept that. So Turning Point USA decided they were going to create their own halftime show.
Right. I saw that.
With Kid Rock.
With a bunch of, I guess, white artists.
For the most part.
Yeah. Not for the most part, every single one. No.
True. But a lot of them pulled out. A lot of the artists in the end.
Oh, well, I know at least two of them perform. I didn't watch it, but I saw some clips of two of them performing. And then, but anyways, Kid Rock and I forget the guy that sings in the guitar. But anyway, so they did their own. And it was a little bit funny that the main driver behind it was like the White House. And then the clip came out that at the White House, they were watching, they were watching the actual Benito Bowl.
So the White House tuned in?
Yeah.
After
all that.
Yeah, because...
And after all that.
And in order to critique, I need to watch it firsthand. I need to see what's going on. So when I comment and explode and everything, it's because I've watched it myself. Not because someone has said, did you see what Bunny Rabbit did or whatever?
Not
right?
Bunny Rabbit.
Yo, how you gonna disrespect the man, yo?
No, but also the Turning Point show, when they started, they didn't check their broadcasting right, so they couldn't broadcast on Twitter.
They couldn't broadcast on Twitter.
On Twitter, anyway, so they had to resort to doing YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube only.
It was a mess.
And I saw the audio was out of sync.
It was a mess.
It was terrible.
I saw a thing that said that the people who needed another halftime show are the same people who needed segregation of fountains and so forth.
Mm-hmm. It still exists.
But blatantly?
It's still
very blatant.
Well, you know.
And I have always, to Chris's point, whenever I travel, I always travel with my flag and put it up in the room. So when the housekeepers come in, they would always say, where's that? You know, and then we talk about Cayman.
Oh, you do a little edifying session?
Of course. You know, there was a time when I was in Vegas and I spoke to a group of women and took collateral from Department of Tourism for them. You should be an ambassador for Cayman every single day, everywhere you go. It shouldn't be at a specific event or anything of that nature. You are a Caymanian and you should show up as such every single time. To Lana's point, don't make it performative because I'm not interested.
Thank you.
Right? And I feel like for me personally, a lot of persons that were reposting our flag, that's exactly what it was, performative. Because on any given day, as Lana said, we're playing at Truman Bodden, we're playing at Ed Bush, we're playing wherever, and those same people would not pick up a flag and wave it for our local persons or to support any team going overseas to represent Cayman. But it's performative because we were on the Super Bowl stage, right?
So that's your beef with it.
And that's my beef with it, right? For me, like I said, when I saw Grenada's flag first, I was like, ooh, representation from Grenada. And then I started to realize that it was Caribbean based. And I became very proud without seeing the Cayman flag, right? It's like I said, it's only after I went on social media that I saw it popping up everywhere. And then I was like, okay, let me head over to Twitter. And I did see the reggaeton thing. And as Lana said, they've been extra from morning, right? And they've always had reasons because they've created reasons to be extra. Let's do the same, but start on our soil.
You don't feel people can just be happy they saw the flag?
Listen, I'm in tourism. I'm unhappy that I don't see people from Cayman in the tourism industry at any level.
I mean, I hear you. Okay.
Yeah, it irks me. I used to go to meetings. I used to talk about it, and I've actually gotten to the point where I'm just tired, and then I've segued into a little lane for myself and stayed right there.
But what I will say is, I know Cayman's a small nation, and to put us in comparison to how great we can say Jamaica, Trinidad, and all them, but that's because of per capita, like the amount of people. But we have some amazing people doing amazing things. Like Frankie's definitely putting us on the map right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have some Caymanians that are out there, the sports, the athletes outside of that. But I think, and this is why I keep going back to things like we need to have investment in other things outside of just academics. Like we got scholarships for academics, yes, but we need scholarships for other things because that's the only way that you're going to give Caymanians those platforms. We need to have scholarships across other things because not every child is going to be a scholar. Not every child is going to be an athlete. Mm-hmm. What about the child that want to do art? What about the child that want to be a musician? Mm-hmm. Like, you know, so I think, like I go back to it starts in school. Like we want to create these avenues, you want to create these channels, but we're not equipping our kids. Like, let's get the scholarship kids. And I absolutely agree. Everyone should be an ambassador, but that's where it should start. If you're going off on a Caymanian scholarship, you should be able to answer certain questions about the jurisdiction. You should be able to, they should have to come home and present, like, this is, like, you know, you have to have a charter. You have to have some community involvement. There's so many different organizations within the universities. Like they should have to join certain organizations and represent Cayman. It should be bigger than just paying it back. Right. It should be just bigger than just getting a 4.0.
Right. Definitely.
It is no easy task to figure out what we're going to do moving forward in terms of culture
but I think we're doing good.
And Cayman proud. But yeah, we're building small blocks. Where are we looking at now? Okay. So we're at what, an hour? Okay, so I wanted to talk about, this isn't really funny, I guess kind of what happened is semi, but it was unfortunate that there was an injury in the process. But it was if what I heard was true, then this was an act of community looking out for each other. There was a couple of robberies that happened supposedly by the same group of people. It was three people. 3 individuals are arrested at least, two males, 1 female.
Right.
And they robbed a store in Savannah, then came to town and tried to rob another one. Apparently some people saw that they were trying to rob the store and then close the hurricane shutters on them inside the store.
Right.
As they should.
And then until the police came, they were holding it shut. And then yeah, that's the story I heard. I don't know if that hasn't been confirmed in the reports or whatever, but
I did see reports, but in the report I saw on, I don't remember what site it was, the lady in the store also fought back, whoever the storekeeper was.
Oh, shout out to her.
I mean, she was stuck inside with
them. I mean, that was it. They locked me in with the robbers.
Well, like, I think the struggle might have been from before, maybe.
It might have been, but
I mean, like, why would you fight her if you locked in? Like, what's she gonna do?
But I read that obviously they didn't have guns. I think one.
No, they had a knife. Yeah.
And I heard one of the store.
So
I read it.
If that story is true, I just want to commend the individuals trying to do, some community justice out there. So hopefully those 3 individuals do face the justice system and.
Sound like they were young.
That definitely sounds like
the same young people packing shelves for $8.75.
No, these ones don't got jobs. These ones are unemployed.
That way they idling.
We need to get them jobs.
The majority of people that are on the minimum wage are expatriates. So there's
I like to bring up this argument all the time. We cannot survive on the $8.75.
No.
I'm not making that argument. Let me finish my point, Naman.
His point. Mm-hmm.
Let me talk. The majority of people are that are on it are expats. So there's about roughly 10,000 people that are currently working on minimum wage, which in itself is a problem because if we're a country of 90,000 people, we literally have literally 1/9 of it working minimum wage.
Right.
So about 2,000 of them are actually Caymanians, which is a good thing in a way, that to say that the majority of us Caymanians are not working in that bracket.
Okay.
So
wonderful.
so that part is good.
So then why raise the minimum wage? Because what you have done now is, using your figures, 10,000 on minimum wage. Of the 10,000, 2,000 of them are Caymanians, right? And so therefore you have sacrificed an entire economic system where cost of living is concerned for 2,000 persons, right? Because you're saying you're ensuring that your Caymanians can have a livable wage. A livable wage and a minimum wage is two different things entirely.
Yeah.
But
So that's the
take
first.
it up to the livable, what we would.
Well, that is true. However, you've seen things gone from $3 and $4 to $9 and $10 overnight. So when you've adjusted,
I know my coffee went up $1, $20.
no, but there's other persons that have no conscience when they've increased their prices, right? And so when you say, okay, we're going to put minimum wage at $8.75 in a vacuum without, as Chris said, looking at the statistics of Caymanians that are actually on minimum wage.
But it's not.
Then, no.
But that's with the assumption that you're only trying to help Caymanians.
Yes,
right?
but
that
when
was-
you have increased that, and it's now increased at the pump, at the register, that two things are happening. One, when you increase that, the pension increase, insurance increase, cost of living increase,
Yes.
they actually see less of that increase than anything else. That's the first thing. The second thing is, when organizations cannot afford to pay minimum wage for the 45 hours,
They cut the hours.
They cut the hours so that you are still maintaining the same salary take home just based on different hours. So who are you really helping?
I mean, that's one way to look at it.
But the majority of people are not. So there's a segment of micro businesses that will suffer like that, right?
And they've started.
And yes, I've heard some stories. There are some people who have already been paying their staff well, even though they are a
Yes.
micro business, and they've been paying like $10 an hour per se. Why this is my take. So
Of course,
I'm a-
take away.
I'm
Get it out. I was like,
I feel all the knives around me
Get it
right
out,
now.
Folk.
All right. So I made the minimum wage increase overall was supposed to be about a $50 million hit on the economy.
Right.
About 13 million of that was going to be in households. So whether you're paying for nannies, gardeners, whatever the case is, about
Right.
13 or whatever million of that was going to be directly in the household, which is a hit. And then the rest of it would be in the business, on the business community. One, I understand that the argument that you want to make is we should have a Caymanian wage, is what I'm kind of hearing, and then you should have a separate wage for everyone else.
No, I
A minimum
want my
wage for
people
how
to
you.
be educated to a point where minimum wage is not a
But
conversation for
you're always gonna have a segment in your population that cannot do any skilled labor. You just
well,
always
skilled
have.
labor is not minimum wage. I'm sorry to break it to you, because
Well-
I've never paid a mechanic $8.75 an hour. I've never paid an AC guy $8.75.
What I'm saying is
plumber,
unskilled
an electrician.
unskilled labor. So
Oh,
some
unskilled.
yeah. So
Okay.
so if I said skilled, I misspoke.
Okay.
I apologize.
That's okay.
So what I'm saying is you're always going to have a segment, right? You're going to have people that have mental disabilities, physical disabilities, learning disabilities, whatever the case
Yes.
is, but they can still contribute in society,
Right.
right? Whether they're just a ticket guy at the booth, whether they're just, bringing you a plate of food. I don't know,
Right.
whatever the case is, right?
Right.
There's things that people can do to contribute and still earn something.
And so how do we protect them where housing is concerned in terms of
Well,
pricing and stuff?
this is that's a different ball game, but it's valid because the numbers came out that the vast majority of money that you spend out of living goes to housing and energy,
Yes.
right? So the government is coming up with a plan to
I was gonna
reduce
say,
energy
this whole
costs.
cost of living thing is we have to have a multi-pronged approach.
Oh yes, definitely,
Just
but
raising minimum wage isn't going to help it.
But for cost of living on a whole, if the vast majority of things are energy and housing, then you probably tackle those two things first, right?
Well, I would
if the
think that's
majority
where
of
the
your money is
consumer
going into
protection talks are
mortgage or
going,
rent,
right?
pardon?
The consumer protection talks that they're talking like.
Well, how would that
No,
help
no, no,
housing?
no. So
Milk can be $10, but the
So-
price ceilings in
No.
place. Like
So-
that's housing.
So for energy costs, if you bring down energy, the cost of energy,
Everything.
everything will slowly come down, right? So because remember, we have to ship in construction material, all those things. If you bring the cost of shipping those things down, then that does help bring down. But there's only so much you can do to the housing
Well, that's
market
another rant I had
immediately.
on my IG page.
But in terms of actual cost of electricity, CUC has a plan to eventually go to have the majority of their power made from solar.
When the middle class is wiped out. I'm asking.
I mean, I hear you, Kim, but the thing is, everything is not gonna change overnight.
So
I agree.
But they are projecting that will reduce their costs for fuel by 50%. Right? Last year, which is proven, they did a energy efficient upgrade to their generators, which reduced our bills by 16%. Right?
Let me tell you something, Chris.
Okay.
You see my light bill?
Yes, ma'am.
I budget my light bill.
Yes, ma'am.
So, and people up to this morning, one of my friends said to me, we should just give you our salary and let you budget it for us. I budget sometimes down to the gas in my car. So at a certain interval, that is when it needs to be topped up, right? And so when it comes to light, I know what burns. And there's some months when I say, okay, I can't cook cow foot because the budget for light is this month. And so therefore, that's a next month thing because the budget for light is wider.
But they're trying to help you with that is what I'm saying.
I don't need help
So-
because I can help
No,
myself.
No, but what I'm saying is, so if you
So I'm saying it's individual
hold on,
responsibility.
well, yes, to a degree, but the government also has a responsibility to help its people.
Yeah.
So if they can get to a point where the energy is reduced significantly, then that means that instead of paying your $500, you're constantly paying $200. You have $300 more to go to buy food with. You have
They're not
$300 more-
buying food.
Depends. Well, then
Miami.
hold on. That
And
comes.
if I won't go, let me go.
I'm not saying
No, but I guess to her point is you can't be complaining for money and then finding somewhere else to spend it.
No, but
people find money for what they want.
Listen, at the end of the day, if the money is there, it is there. They've done their job. Now it comes down to your responsibility and how you want to spend that.
Skip the bills and hop the flight.
I've done my part in giving you more disposable income
to shop in Miami.
I think we generalizing it, but to Chris's like, I support the minimum wage implementation. I also think, like I said, there's before any of us will feel it, it's going to be harder before it gets better. There are some tough decisions that should have been made 10 years ago, 15 years ago. And now we have we're having the decisions made now. And unfortunately, when the middle class is already shrinking, but it's something, if not now, when? So they're starting now. We know we're in a bad state in some areas.
So we're hoping that it gets better.
And I hope, and I think it will, but I just think
the government's going to re-meet with the Chamber of Commerce because they announced that they were doing certain